Title: The Fractured Pantheon, Chapter 1. The eight born before stars, before suns, before time. There was Orange. The Orange Man stood in the nothingness, and from his hands poured creation. From that same stream came his sister, the Orange Woman, radiant with the same light. Together they formed the first lands, the skies, the winds, and the waters. From nothing came everything, but for all creation there must be its end. And so came the Purple Man, born of shadow and void, with a smile cold as silence. From his hand the unmaking began. And beside him the Purple Woman stepped forward, her gaze a mirror of eternity, gentle and terrifying. From the tension between creation and destruction came fire. The Red Man, he laughed in the face of peace and dove headfirst into the chaos of battle. Blood delighted him, conflict was his worship. With him came the Red Woman, cruel and glorious, blades always at her side. And then, when all seemed to tilt toward endless war, the Blue Man was born, serene as a still ocean. Peace incarnate, he walked among the others, seeking harmony. The Blue Woman appeared like a quiet rain, speaking softly, a balm against burning rage. 8 gods, 4 pairs. The colors, watched always from above by the gold people, silent, unmoving, eternal. Chapter 2. The Balance. The universe thrived under their divine symphony. The Orange siblings created, the Purple ones dismantled with equal purpose. The Reds battled for glory, but the Blues negotiated their ceasefires. Worlds were born, burned, and rebuilt. Balance, not peace, but balance. The gods met often at the center of existence, a glowing nexus where their powers could not clash. They spoke, debated, fought, even loved. The gold people floated high above, glowing and silent. When questions arose too great for any god, they looked to the golds, who never spoke but gave visions, guidance. Their silence was law. Then came the change, Chapter 3, the sun dies. The largest of all stars, the first sun, exploded. Its death screamed across all realms. Light turned to dust, life to shadow. Entire civilizations ended in a breath. The gods, shaken, united in panic. They demanded the gold people intervene to restore what was lost. But the golds did not answer. The gods shouted. The reds threatened. The purples cackled. The oranges begged. The blues pleaded. And then the golds moved. They descended not with answers, but with wrath. Chapter 4. Golden Wrath. Light beyond light, fury without form. The gold people struck. They called the gods arrogant, unworthy, reckless. The golds had kept balance, and now the gods had broken it. Their solution: cleanse the divine slate. The battle that followed shattered the center of existence. Colors clashed with gold in storms of unfathomable power. One by one, the gods were overwhelmed. The golds didn't kill, they scattered. Each sibling pair was hurled across the edges of the universe, cast into isolation. Creation, destruction, war, peace, divided but not broken. Chapter 5. Exile and Echo. The Orange siblings landed in a barren realm of silence. They tried to build, but without the others, nothing held. The Purples awoke in a decaying world. They embraced it until even they missed the beauty and ruin. The Reds raged across a dying battlefield that never answered their cries for challengers. The Blues wandered a sea of stillness, where even their voices echoed without reply. And across all these lands, dreams came, of each other, faces, voices, warmth. They knew. To fix the world, to face the Golds, they needed not just power, but unity. Chapter 6. The Fusion. Each pair, across time and space, fought toward the center again. And when they met, when all eight stood together once more, something ancient stirred. A memory, a forgotten truth. They were once whole. The four male gods joined first, their forms dissolving into light, essence blending into essence. From their union emerged the man, tall as stars, bearing the hammer of creation, the blade of destruction, the fists of war, and the heart of peace. The four women followed, their laughter like lightning, their sorrow like song. They merged into the woman, radiant with power, her presence calming and terrifying in the same breath. Together they rose. Chapter 7. The Awakening. The Gold people gathered again, glowing and mad. The man and the woman did not speak. They moved. Battle erupted, but this time the Golds faltered. The man's hammer built barriers against their light. The woman's voice sang lullabies that weakened the Golds' rage. At last they reached the heart of the Gold Council. There the fusion gods did not strike. They embraced. And in that embrace the Golds remembered. Creation, joy, chaos, love, emotion. They wept golden tears. The madness lifted. The sun was reborn. And so the gods returned, not as lords of color, but as keepers of unity. The fractured pantheon was whole again.